have it. Senator Lazarus.
Chair, I move my amendments 3 and 4 on sheet 7564 together.
Is leave granted? There being no objection, leave is granted. Senator Lazarus.
Mr President, as already indicated, the Palmer United Party supports the National Security Legislation Amendment Bill. We support the need to increase intelligence powers in this country. We need to give ASIO and ASIS the powers they need to do their job well. The bill will increase various powers and reach, including powers in relation to intelligence gathering and intelligence operations. Importantly, advancements in technology and communications necessitate this. The Internet, while a tool which has revolutionised the way we live, work and operate, has also revolutionised the way in which sinister and criminal behaviour is orchestrated and undertaken across the world. The Internet poses one of the greatest threats to our existence because of this. Therefore, we must give ASIO and ASIS increased powers, capability and reach to do what must be done to protect, maintain and advance our safety and security. The people involved in protecting our country put their lives at risk every day. We must ensure that we afford these people the highest level of protection. These people are involved in covert operations which require the highest levels of secrecy, discretion and anonymity. I had that problem with that yesterday. My amendment increases the penalties associated with exposing the identity of an ASIO and ASIS offer from the 1 year to 10 years. Exposure of an ASIO or ASIS officer's identity puts the officer's life and livelihood at risk, and it puts the security and safety of our country at risk. Exposure of an ASIO or ASIS officer's identity is therefore a form of treason. Treason is a serious matter. It is a direct breach of a person's allegiance to this country. It is a breach which compromises our national security. It is an act which harms the interests of our country. This is not an act which should be taken lightly, and in the context of what we have seen happen in our country recently, if anything, we need to harden our stance on the need for our people to demonstrate their undivided loyalty to our country, our laws and our Constitution. While my amendment does increase the penalty from a small offence to up to 1 year's jail to a serious crime of up to 10 years' jail, a prosecution under the division may be instituted only by or with the consent of the Attorney-General or a person acting under the Attorney-General's direction. The Attorney-General still has the capability to manage the way in which Australia responds to acts of treason. If charged under this division, the matter will then be dealt with in the judicial system, where every person is given a fair, just and an exhaustive hearing. Exposure of an ASIO or ASIS officer's identity is a form of treason and should carry the potential for a harsh penalty. Therefore, I condemn my amendments to the chamber. I commend. Sorry.
Senator Brandis.
Thank you, Mr Chairman. The government accepts and supports the amendments moved by Senator Lazarus on behalf of the Palmer United Party, and in saying that, might I take the opportunity to thank Senator Lazarus and his colleagues for their very constructive engagement with the government in relation to this legislation.